Hi guys, so today I am doing a personal tag video and I'm going to be sharing a little bit too much information with you all. So yes, it is the TMI tag. I know that a lot of people have been filming this and my lovely friend Kaylee from the Styles Meow tagged me a few weeks ago, and it was like in the middle of when I had my computer freeze and that debacle, so I haven't been able to film it until now, and I'm really excited to share it with you guys. But I wanted to quickly talk about Kaylee's channel. She is seriously one of the sweetest girls I've ever encountered, and she does amazing, awesome fashion videos. So I will link both her TMI tag down below and also just her channel in general. Please go over and subscribe and let her know that I sent you. She's literally so sweet, and I have major hair envy. She has like the most beautiful hair. So hi Kaylee, thank you for tagging me. Alright, so the TMI tag is basically a lot of different kind of personal questions that are kind of random, and I feel like I haven't answered a lot of these on my channel before, so hopefully it's a kind of get to know me video and kind of what I think about and what my opinion is on some things. So question number one is, what are you wearing? And I am wearing this top from Zara, and it's just like a jersey top. I didn't wear this to work, but I wanted to wear this top in the video for some reason. I was wearing like a white blouse, but I was really uncomfortable, so I changed into this black top. I'm also wearing, I just got this amazing new necklace in DC. It is like a rose gold chain, and it's called the Y Necklace. It's from Henri Bendel. It's like my favorite store for accessories. Love that store. And then I'm wearing this little bar necklace from an Etsy shop, and I will link it down below if you guys are interested, but it was cheap. It wasn't expensive. It was like 20 something dollars, and it has like my initial on there. And I'm just wearing leggings at the bottom. That's it. And nothing too crazy. Number two, have you ever been in love? And so obviously it's definitely a personal question, but I'm gonna be real with you guys, and I don't think I've ever been in love, and I guess if you have to think about it, you probably haven't, so I'm gonna say no. Number three, have you ever had a terrible breakup? And I don't think so. I mean, I haven't really ever been in the position of having to have like a real breakup, if that makes sense. I've dated guys in the past and stuff like that, but I haven't really been in like a very serious relationship, so I don't think I would consider any of like my past breakups a very like horrible breakup, but there obviously have been things in the past that have not ended well, obviously, but I wouldn't really consider it a terrible breakup. Number four, how tall are you? And I'm 5'5" and a half, and yeah, I know and a half is kind of stupid, but I'm not 5'5", but I'm not quite 5'6", so I'm in between. Number five is, how much do you weigh? And I don't think I'm going to answer that. Number six, any tattoos? And no, I don't have any tattoos, and I'm probably 99.9% sure I'm never going to get one. It's not really something that I would do for myself. I don't mind them on other people. I don't have a problem with them, but I just wouldn't want them on myself. Seven, any piercings? And I have just my ears pierced. That's the only thing that I have pierced. Eight, OTP. And oh, this one was the one that I guess it means one true pairing, and I think it applies only to people in TV shows. I think I'm not really sure, but I think for me it is Olivia Pope and President Fitzgerald Grant from Scandal, because I just think that they definitely need to be together, and it is just such like one of those, I don't know, like it's such a like hard thing to explain, because like you know that it's wrong that they're together, but yet you want them to be together, if that makes sense. They're definitely my one true pairing. Number nine, favorite show. So I know I was just talking about Scandal. I think Scandal's definitely like the standout show to me that I've watched in the last few years, but like my favorite show of all time is Friends. Number 10, favorite bands. And I don't really have like a favorite band. I tend to like all types of music. Oh, Hanson. I love Hanson. And yes, Hanson, like Mbop Hanson, because they continue to make really great music, and they're so talented, and I've seen them in concert so many times. I love them. Number 11, something that you miss. And well, I mean, I don't know if it's something, but you know, I think a big thing about having lived in a lot of cities after college, like I went to school up north in Boston, and then I moved to California for a year, and now I'm in Charlotte, and I've been here for a while. I think that what tends to happen is that you miss things about like those cities, but also just obviously my friends, like my best friends, like my core group of girlfriends, we're all over the place. Like none of them are here. So obviously that's really hard. You know, I always get like jealous of, you know, girls who I see, or I mean anyone who I see that hangs out with their friends all the time. I don't really get to see my friends. I see my best friends like probably like 3 times a year or 4 times a year if it's like a good year. It's really hard obviously to be far away from your best friends, but we all make it work. I mean, we all live separately and we just try to see each other as much as possible. Now I feel like it gets harder when we're in different stages of life. Number 12, favorite song. And I feel like I have so many favorite songs. I don't really have one right now that I'm like, I mean, like favorite songs of all time. I don't know. I should have looked at these questions before. What have I been listening to a lot? Let me look through my Spotify. Obviously, I've been like obsessed with the Frozen soundtrack. I feel like every person has. I'm like literally obsessed and I know all the words. I love that soundtrack. Number 13 is how old are you? And I'm 26. 14, zodiac sign, and I am a Cancer. 15, quality you look for in a partner. I think that obviously a big thing that I look for is, apart from, you know, someone being very respectful and kind, is that he is intelligent, if that makes sense. Intelligent, not only like, I'm not saying that he has to be like, you know, a doctor or something like that, but just someone who is like very smart and very ambitious. Number 16, favorite quote. I'm not sure. To be honest with you guys, I'm not a big like quote person. I know a lot of people get inspiration and they like that. They like to look at quotes and they get inspired. I'm not really like that, you know. I don't really have like a motto or something that I go by, so I don't really have a favorite quote. Number 17 is favorite actor, and hands down, John Krasinski. He is like my absolute ideal man in every way, shape, and form. He's just flawless, and he's a really good actor, and I think that he's like an underestimated, I guess, actor. I don't think that he's had like his real breakout role yet, but he definitely will. Number 18, favorite color, and I think that my favorite color, you know, to wear, obviously black or white is what I always wear, but like cool color, I really like teal, mint, very like violet shades, like kind of those shades, and pink, of course. I'm such like a stupid girl. Number 19, loud or soft music. I think it depends on the situation, but mostly loud. Number 20, where do you go when you are sad? And I think that it depends on like what type of sad I am. Like if I'm like really, really upset, I don't tend to want to be alone. I think that a lot of people maybe do want to be alone, but I don't really like to. If I'm just sad, like not having a good day, I love, like, honestly, pick-me-ups are just like my thing. Like I will go to Starbucks, or I will like go to Nordstrom and look at like the beauty department and clothes. I'm a total like, being just surrounded by the things that you like, I think that makes me happy. Or also just like spending time with my dog. I feel like that is always like, if you're having a bad day, like having just like some quality time with your pets always has like a good effect on you. Number 21, how long does it take you to shower? And again, I feel like all of these are like, it depends, but it totally depends on if I'm doing my hair or not. So if I am washing my hair, it'll probably take me around 20 minutes. If I'm not, then it's like, I don't know, it's probably like 15. I don't take like short showers. Number 22, how long does it take you to get ready in the morning? And for work, I think that also, like, I'm talking about hair, honestly, like, really affects me. That's why I always love to go, especially when I'm on a work trip, I always love to go to like the dry bar, because you don't have to think about your hair for a few days, and it takes so much time from getting ready. Usually in the morning it takes me about an hour, and if I were to do my hair, I would add on an extra 30 minutes to there. Number 23, have you ever been in a physical fight? And no, I haven't. Number 24, turn on. So I know I was saying like quality I look for in a partner. A turn on for me is a guy who is like take charge. You know, I feel like so many guys these days are like kind of like, they are like, I don't know, they're like afraid to ask you out on a date, and then when they do ask you out, they're like, oh, you plan it. Like, no, take charge. If you're gonna ask me out on a date, plan the freaking date, you know? Like, it's, I don't know if you girls, you single girls can like relate to me, but I've been in that position so many times when like someone finally asks you out on a date and then they're like, oh, whatever, you know, we can do whatever. And I'm like, that's not a date, you know? So, so definitely a turn on is when a guy like takes charge, not necessarily like with everything in the entire relationship, but kind of just, you know, sets the plans and is like, you know, let's do this, let's do that, and is like kind of like excited to hang out with you and stuff like that. And another thing is that he is very like respectful to other people. I think that matters to me a lot. I've been in situations before when like a guy has been like rude to either like a waiter or a waitress, or even just like people around him where he says a rude comment. Like, definitely politeness, manners, and someone who's just really respectful. That's a turn on for me as well. Turn off. Well, I know I was just kind of saying that stuff too, but a big turn off, big turn off for me is a guy who is not ambitious, and a guy who is just kind of like, oh, you know, I'm gonna do this job, and this is, you know, I'm looking forward to retirement, and I just want to, you know, kind of live a mediocre life. And like, I mean, I don't know, I am very like goal oriented, and I see that in my dad and in my mom, and like they're always doing something. It's never, you know, it's always something that is coming up, a new project, a new whatever it may be. But I personally wouldn't like to be with someone who is just like very, I don't know, just kind of like complacent and like mediocre in work. And even though like work isn't the most important thing, it really matters to me since I am so involved and passionate about my career. So it definitely has to be someone who is equally, you know, passionate and involved in his career, because if not, definitely not working out. Number 26, the reason that I joined YouTube. And I joined YouTube after I had been blogging for a few years, and I still blog, but now I feel like I've had more connection with an audience, just people to talk with through YouTube. I feel like the blog world is very kind of saturated, and even though I love blogging, I feel like YouTube takes it to the next level where you're actually, I don't know, I just feel like you get to know someone better. I definitely connect more on camera than I do if you read my blog. Sometimes I read people's blogs and I'm like, oh my god, they're so eloquent and wonderful in the way that they write, and I feel like I come across on camera as more, you know, who I truly am, as opposed to what I write about on my blog. But the reason I joined YouTube, I feel like, is like many others. I was online one day searching for makeup tutorials, or I don't remember what I was even searching, and I came across Elle's videos, All That Glitters 21, and then I quickly started watching her and Blair, and then it just kind of spiraled to there. Honestly, I started watching YouTubers and like I think a month and a half after I started my channel, and I didn't, you know, really push my channel. At first it was just kind of like alongside my blog, but now it's kind of like my blog's like a little bit left behind, and my YouTube is like what I really enjoy the most, and I just have so much fun with it. It's definitely like a big part of my life and a big like passion of mine, and you know, I just love being on YouTube. Number 27 is fears, and I feel like everyone has the same fears, you know, like death and sickness and all of that. I used to be kind of afraid of flying, but I fly so much. I don't have time to be afraid every time, because I would be afraid basically every week. But like my largest fear and the thing I'm like have like a phobia towards are wasps and bees, and like I have like what do you call it? It gave me goosebumps just mentioning them and thinking about them. I am terribly afraid of them. I know rationally like all that's gonna happen is that they will sting me, but I don't know. If I see one, I'm gonna run, I'm gonna scream, I'm gonna flail my arms around, and it's just embarrassing to be so scared of them. But I hate bugs, especially flying bugs. Number 28, the last thing that made you cry. I'm not a big crier, but I know the last time I cried a lot was earlier this year. My family and I, we had to put one of our dogs to sleep that we've had. She was 14, or almost 14, so that was really, really sad. So I was definitely crying a lot, but I'm not someone who like cries for like no reason. But yeah, I think that's the last thing that actually made me cry. 29, last time you said you loved someone. I think my mom first, and actually I was just talking to my dad. So my dad. 30, meaning behind your YouTube name. So my YouTube name, with the whole like Google Plus whatever that happened, I was able to kind of go by my name, which is Pamela Sanchez, and but my like URL or whatever is still like my original like screen name that I had on YouTube, and that is Diorella XOXO, and that was my screen name from 8th grade or 9th grade. It's so stupid, and I really would like to change that. I know that you can like appeal for it if you have like a certain number of subscribers or something, so I definitely want to change it. I would rather just have it be Pamela Sanchez. Number 31, last book you read. The last book I read was Divergent. I'm really excited for the movie to come out. Number 32 is the book you're currently reading, and like I just said, I'm not reading a book right now. I definitely should be. I will probably download one on my iPad because I'm flying to LA on Friday, so I have a long flight, so hopefully I'll be able to read on there. 33, the last show that you watched. And I was watching, what was I watching last night? I think I was just watching The Office, just like reruns. Number 34, the last person you talked to, and it was my dad. And 35, the relationship between you and the person you last texted. And I think that was my sister Natalie. Nope, it was my best friend Mon. And she said, I made a reservation at El Centro, which is like this really fun place that we had brunch at this past Sunday in DC for the day before her baby shower. So I'm so excited. And I was like, woohoo! Number 36, favorite food. My favorite food, hands down, sushi. Number 37 is a place that you would want to visit. And I've been dying to go to Germany for a really long time, and we're trying to finalize a trip this summer to Europe, but I don't know if we're gonna have time to go to Germany, so I'm kind of bummed about that, but I would love to go. I just feel like, I don't know why, I've just wanted to go to that country. Number 38, last place you were like, I was just in DC this past weekend, or like where I was like before I came home was the office, my work. Number 39, do you have a crush? And I don't. I literally don't. I don't have anyone that I like. I wish I did, you know, I definitely want to. I feel like sometimes it's, you get so busy and you stop, like you forget to dedicate time to dating, and it's definitely in what stage I'm in right now, because I don't have the time to date, and it's like, hopefully once like I know where I'm gonna go to grad school and where I'm gonna be living, I'll be able to dedicate a little more time to that part of my life. 40, the last time that you kissed someone, and I don't think I'm gonna answer that. 41, the last time you were insulted, and you know, can't really remember. I don't really get hate comments on YouTube. I maybe think I've gotten maybe like 4 or 5 ever since I've been on YouTube. Number 42, favorite flavor of sweet, and I think that for me it's strawberry or vanilla. Number 43, what instruments do you play? So, funny story. I started playing the piano when I was like 8 years old, and then I played until I was a senior in high school, so like 17. And so like 9 years, and I hated it. And it was like forced upon me. Thanks, Mom. But I understand why she made us do it. All of my sisters did it, but we're all three of us are really bad at it. It's just, I feel like in order to really like love music, music playing, you have to just be very passionate about it, and you have to have like something in you that will that'll click in your brain that I'm gonna read notes, I can do this, I can do that. It just never really clicked for me. But I do play a little bit of guitar just by my best friend Monica taught me a few years back, and I do have a guitar, but I don't really play it. That's something I would like to go back into, pick up as a hobby again when I get the time, you know? Number 44, favorite piece of jewelry. I think these are definitely my favorite pieces, so I'll show them to you guys. I wear these like every single day. They're like 2 rings stacked upon each other. They're the Cartier love rings, and one is in silver and one is in the rose gold. And this one I got for my 16th birthday, and this one I got for my high school graduation. And so I literally wear them every single day, and I don't know why I never like take them off. It's just they're kind of like a security blanket, if that makes sense. I feel very weird. I've had a couple of instances where I've gone on a business trip and I forget them like here at my house, and I feel so like naked without them. But yeah, these are definitely my favorite piece of jewelry. Number 45, the last sport that you played. And I definitely don't play sports. Never been very sporty. But I do work out, so I mean, I ran last night, and I'm probably gonna run right now after this movie, but I don't think that counts as a sport. 46, last song that you sang, and what was I singing today? Song that I was listening to right like when I parked in my parking garage was Jump Right In by Zac Brown Band. 47 is your favorite chat up line, and I think that means your favorite like pickup line. And I don't really have one. And 48, have you ever used it? No. 49, last time you hung out with anyone. And I mean, I guess hang out apart from work was when I was in DC this weekend. Is today Monday? I don't even know. Today's Tuesday. What am I even talking about? Yeah, so I hung out with like my best friend Monica, and on Sunday it was really fun. We went to have brunch in Georgetown, and then our friend Staxy met up with us, and I love her so much, so we had such a blast like having brunch, and then we went shopping a little bit before I had to fly back. 50, who should answer these questions next? And definitely anyone who wants to, you know, obviously. I tag everyone that's watching it. Again, definitely check out my friend Kaylee's channel, The Styles Meow. It's awesome. Subscribe to her. She's wonderful. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this type of video. As always, you can always leave any requests or comments down below. But thank you so much for watching, you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.